Yo, excuse me. You have an internship this summer?
Yeah, I do.
Where are you working?
Millennium management.
Oh wow, what are you doing there?
I'm going to be a software engineer.
Software engineering?
Yeah,
Damn, bro, you did leak code and stuff.
I did a lot of leak codes. Yeah.
Okay, I know it's like sounds very odd, but
Uh-huh.
I'm going around interviewing people at UCLA today to ask them about some internship advice I have for students. What if you have a couple minutes to share your internship advice about how to
Yeah,
break into industry?
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So a lot of people say the market is really cooked, but what is the one thing that students underestimate though of actually trying to get a software engineering internship?
You just have to apply to a bunch of jobs. Like for me, I applied to more than 200 jobs, and I only got like 5 interviews. And that's something that you have to do. Like I know, like comparing to like let's say 10 years ago, the market is better. You don't have to apply to as many jobs as you can. And also right now, there's so many CS majors. What you have to do is just like keep your head down and think and grind. You know, like you keep applying to jobs, and at the same time you do leak code. And also at the same time, I think I would highly recommend people to pay attention in lectures. But when it comes to recruiting, especially for Millennium, they ask me like a bunch of computer science like theoretical questions.
So a lot of people say that if you cold apply, you have to have a great resume.
Okay.
So what is your biggest tip to create that great software engineering resume?
One thing that I've been doing is just like peer review with your friends. I also have a lot of friends who are in software engineering, and then you just peer review with your friends.
What do you think made you ace your technical interview when interviewing for Millennium?
Leak coding is like a must, right? Every big tech or like any software engineering job, you need to have like, they're gonna ask you like leak code style problem. But besides that, I think studying certain computer science conceptual topics are really important. Git, Linux command, database, scripting, object-oriented programming.
What do you think is the biggest mistake you see with students though actually leak coding to get an internship?
They go on the LeetCode website and they find like a random problem to do. For me, the only LeetCode problems I've done is the 75 like LeetCode problem. There's like a website called LeetCode, and one thing great about that website is also they break it down into categories.
And if there's one R word that people on social media love to talk about, it's referrals. So for a lot of CS majors though, the biggest hurdle for them is actually just being unafraid and confident enough to speak to professionals. So what is your biggest tip to get over that hurdle and barrier and build your confidence when speaking to professionals?
You just have to get out there and be comfortable with being uncomfortable, I would say. Yeah. Like, also I used to be very introverted. I think coming to UCLA really helps me to like try to put myself out there, because there are so many different types of people, and I really want to learn about like the backgrounds and cultures, basically all walks of life. So I think...
So what is the best question that you've asked at the end of an interview though to stand out?
What do you like the most about the firm's culture? And this is like, and then I would also ask about like his personal experience, you know, because most of the interviewers, they're also like software engineers themselves.